you don't remember anything else I say, remember this. Either your money is going to work for you or it's going to work against you. Either it's going to work for you and against the system, or it's going to work for the system and against you. Now, what you got to do after watching this video is decide whose side you want your money to work for. This is the Liquid Millionaire Formula. I know before I get started, just so you know, I didn't forget what I said before. And some people say, are you talking about a get-rich-quick scheme? And I would always answer, well, you better hope so, because you're not going to be here long enough to get rich slow, right? And I showed you the video before, and the other video before, wealth is measured more in time than money. And if two people make $1 million, like if you make $1 million, are you rich? The answer is it depends. What does it depend on? It depends on how long it took you to make it, right? And so if you make $25,000 a year for 40 years, at the end of 40 years, you made $1 million. Are you rich? You're not rich. Why are you not rich? You're not rich because it took you too long to make it. But if you make that same $1 million in a year, are you rich? You are. You're 40 times richer than the person who makes it in over a 40-year time period. If you make $1 million a month, are you even richer? You are. You're not richer because you made more money. You're richer because you made the money faster. But the wealth creation that I'm going to talk about today is not rapid wealth. It's not the fast wealth. It's not going to be the leveraged wealth that you get to really, really fast. This is going to be the legacy wealth. And this is one of the most important plays you need to add to your mix. And that is, you need to figure out a way to get the most powerful force in the universe when it comes to financial freedom, like the most powerful financial force in the universe working for you instead of working against you. And that financial formula is called the rule of 72. What is the rule of 72? Well, the rule of 72 states if you take your rate of return and you divide it into 72, whatever your answer is, that's how long it takes for your money to double, right? So most people don't know this. This is why this right here, what I just wrote on this board, is one of the reasons why it is absolutely a terrible idea to save money. You have to invest money. Saving money is not enough. So what do you want to do? You want to make sure you get a high enough rate of return on your investment. So let's say you put your money in the bank, and let's say the bank's feeling generous this year, and they say, we're going to give you 3% on your money. You divide that into 72, and the answer is 24. So if you can get 3% per year, you divide that into 72, your money is going to double every 24 years, which means if you start with $1,000 and you invested at 3%, well then in 24 years, you're going to have $2,000. 24 years after that, you're going to have $4,000. And 24 years after that, your grandchildren are going to have $8,000 because you ain't going to be here no more, right? So just understand this is how it works. Einstein said that compound interest is the most powerful financial force in the universe. Myron says, any financial principle that you don't know and you're not using, someone's using it against you. So if Einstein is right, if we're both right, and you don't understand compound interest, that means there are a lot of institutions out there using the most powerful financial force in the universe against you financially. No wonder most people are broke. So what should you do? I'm going to teach you a concept that millionaires use. Y'all ready? It's called flip the script. So that's a millionaire formula? Oh yeah. So what you do is you take this and you make them trade places. What does that look like? That means if you can get 24%, divide that into 72, now it only takes 3 years for your money to double. So now your money's working harder for you. 24%, when you get to double-digit returns, we call those millionaire rates of return, right? So now what you got to do is like, I got to figure out where I can get these millionaire rates of returns. Now, if you want to get multi-millionaire rates of return, instead of getting this 24% per year, figure out how you can get this 24% per month. What's that look like? Well, if you can get 24% per year, your money's going to double every 3 years. If you can figure out a way to get 24% per month, your money's going to double every 3 months. You say, Myron, you can't get 24% per month. Oh, you can get 24% per month. Is it likely you're going to get 24% per month? Nope. Is it possible to get 24% per month? Yes, if you have the skill level. And this is why it's so important for all of us to become, if you're not already, to become a perpetual learner. You got to figure out how to make your money work harder for you. I submit to you that for many people watching this video right now, the reason you have to have a job is because your money is unemployed. Now, if you put your money to work, then maybe, no, not maybe, for sure, you won't have to work that hard. Well, what if you put your money to work to the tune of 24% per month? That means your money would double every 3 months. So if you counted the months, month 1, then month 3, then 3 months later would be month 6, 3 months later would be month 9, then 12, then 15, then 18, then 21, then 24, then 27, and then 30, and then 33, and then 36. Now, let's say with this illustration that you start with the same $1,000, right? You start with $1,000. You never put any more in. You never take any out for 3 years, 36 months. 36 months is 3 years. But you start with $1,000. How much do you have in 36 months? Here's what some people say. Well, $36,000. Some people say, well, you'd have $100,000. Some people say you have $300,000. Well, let's see. You're going to double this money every 3 months for 36 months. So how much money do you have? Let's see. You take the $1,000. You have $2,000 in month 3. You have $4,000 in month 4. You have $8,000 in month 9. You have $16,000 in month 12. Anybody want to change their answer? Okay, well, let's keep going. You have $32,000 in month 15. You have $64,000 in month 18. You have, it's about to get juicy here, $128,000 in month 21. And in 2 years, you have $250,000, $256,000, which means you have $512,000 in month 27, and you have $1,024,000 in month 30. You have $2,048,000 in month 33, and you have $4,096,000 in month 36. If you can consistently get 24% per month for 36 months, and you don't ever take any out, you don't ever put any more in, you start with $1,000, you have $4,096,000. Now, here's the challenge. Here's the challenging part. Now you got to figure out, how can I get 24% per month? And the answer is, I don't know. You have to look. Are there ways to get 24% per month? Well, there are ways. There are some people who invest in markets. There are some people who invest in the commodities market that do this. There are people who invest in the options market who do this. There are some people in the stock market. It's going to be a lot less likely, especially if you're doing long-term buy and hold. But if there are strategies that you can do with your money, you could become, now you're not going to get 24% per month, but even if you got 24% per year, you'd have $4.6 million in 36 years. That's a whole lot better than what most people got going on, because most people can figure out how to come up with $1,000. And if you figure out how to come up with $1,000 and you can start putting that money to work in different investment vehicles until you find the vehicle that's going to give you the best return, you could be on your way to creating legacy wealth for your family. Some of the people in the past who've created wealth, they've created so much wealth in such a short period of time because they made their money in the right economic era in which they started out, right? They made their money in the economic era in which they were in. But then what did they do? Then they applied the money that they made to this formula. Hey, what's going to happen for some of you? There's some of you watching this right now who are millionaires already. And here's the problem. You might have $3, $4, $5, $6 million sitting in the stupid bank in a stupid checking account. Do you understand what a checking account is? Do you have any idea what a checking account is? A checking account is an account where you loan your money to the bank interest-free. And then they go loan that money to other people and back to you and charge you for it on a credit card. That doesn't make sense. Why would you loan your money to the bank interest-free? Why not do with your money what the bank is doing with your money? Why not do with your money what the other financial institutions are doing with your money, instead of putting your money in the bank and hoping that putting it in a certificate of depreciation, deposit, that's what they call it, certificate, a CD, right? That doesn't make any sense. Figure out how to get your money working for you, because I've got news for you. If you don't remember anything else I say, remember this, and I'm going to end on this. If you don't remember anything else I say, remember this. Either your money is going to work for you or it's going to work against you. Either it's going to work for you and against the system, or it's going to work for the system and against you. Now, what you got to do after watching this video is decide whose side you want your money to work for. In the meantime, in between time, I hope you like this video. You say, Myron, but you didn't tell me where to get 24% per month. Go find it. Go find out where you can get 24% per year. Go find out where you can get 12% per year. Go find out how to get a better rate of return on your money than you're getting with it sitting in a stupid checking account. Start there. And the more you make yourself understand financial principles, the more financial principles will be made available to you. All right, hope that helps you. In the meantime, in between time, stay blessed by the best. Peace out, Cub Scouts. I'll see you on the next video.